Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome again to an amazing session of our Millennium Mastery class. Now, from wherever you're joining us from, as always, I like to know. So you want to drop it in the Zoom comment section. Make sure you're addressing it to me, the host of the Zoom. Tell me where you're joining us from. You're joining us from the UK, from the US, from India, from Nigeria, from any part of the world. Let me know in the comment section where you're joining us from. It's going to be an exciting time today. And also, we're always doing a giveaway on every of our section. So what you need to do to be part of that giveaway is right away, you want to take this Zoom link and share with your contact on WhatsApp, on any platform. Tell them to join this Zoom. They need to hear about this amazing opportunity. And when they join, tell them to write in the comment section that they were invited by you. So how you do that, if your Tafabot username is TA, you want to say invited by TA. You want to say invited by TA. So keep it coming. I see a lot of person, Uganda. That's amazing. Colleagues from Uganda, you're welcome. I see Momisuri from Nigeria. That's beautiful. I see Martins from Belgium. Beautiful, beautiful. I see Sabari from India. I see Z from USA. That is beautiful. I see Richie from Nigeria. Keep it coming. Where are you joining us from? Where are you joining us from today? Where are you live from? Now, at the same time, you want to share this with all of your prospects, all of your contacts. Tell them, join the Zoom to hear about this amazing opportunity and how it changes their life. I see Mohammed from Nigeria, Pradeep from India, you're welcome. Richard from Nigeria, you're welcome. Keep it coming. Where are you joining us from today? That is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. At the same time, you want to share this link to as many persons as possible. Tell them to join on this amazing call because we're going to be talking about something really, really awesome. So while others are dropping in, tell us where you're coming from, where you're listening from. If you do have a question, I try to answer as much question as possible before the session. So you want to drop the question on the Zoom chat. Or if you do have a testimony, we've seen a lot of them. I'm going to share a couple of them today. You have something you want to share with the Tafabot team, you want to drop it right on the chat system. That's beautiful. Now, today, I want to start by recommending a book to as many persons that are readers like myself. You want to look for Discipline is Destiny by Ryan Holiday. For some of you, you already read it. I'm reading it again for the second time. So you want to look for Discipline is Destiny by Ryan Holiday. Such an amazing book that teaches you how to master your life more. If you followed our psychology in Tafabot, we've always believed that as much as motivation is very, very important, that you need to get motivated from time to time, but motivation is just like gas, and at every point you're going to run out of gas. So I always say, even if you consume the whole motivation videos on YouTube, you can never stay motivated 100% of the time. So you need something beyond motivation. You need something beyond that push. You need something beyond that drive to tell you, go do it, you must get it. You need something beyond those voices. You need discipline. And discipline is that if this is important to do, I do it whether I feel like or not. Discipline is, I want to wake up and go to work. I don't feel like going, I will go either way. Discipline is, I need to go to the gym today. I don't feel like doing it. I'll do it either way. So you want to get that. Discipline is Destiny. That's such an amazing, amazing book. I see more persons joining us. I see Don Veep joining from Dubai, invited by Chawa. That's beautiful. Keep coming, keep them coming. You have comments, messages you want to get to me, you want to send it right into the chat, and I'm going to be going through all of those. Amazing. So before we start, I want to make sure that we are all attentive. I'm going to start by sharing a story. And for those joining us for the first time, this is a Millionaire Mastery call. And what we do with this call is to equip you with not just the tool Tafabot, but also the knowledge and the psychology that it requires to be very, very successful. Now, our goal for you is that by the end of this year, like we've said, there's never been a time in history where it has been this easy to make money. So by the end of this year, I want to make sure that you've attracted as much money as possible as you can get to become totally financially free, and you move into a massive level of passive income. So that is our goal for you, and that is what we try to achieve with this call. It happens every Sunday at 8 p.m. Dubai time, where we share with you insights and also directive on how to be much more profitable. As we see a lot of persons coming in, happy evening, everyone. From wherever you're joining us from those in India, it's probably maybe midnight for you. For we in Dubai, this is still around 8:12. For those in different part of the world, amazing. And there are also those who this is your midnight, and yet you're joining this call. That shows how much drive you have to make sure that you're that successful. So let's get it going. Let's kick forward. To be sure you're following me, I want on the chat session, you want to write Tafa to the moon on the chat session to be sure that you're fully attentive before we go into the amazing stuff we're going to share today. So you want to drop on the comment section, let me know you're following me. Just say Tafa to the moon. I want to see as much as possible as we can get over there. Let's see as many persons that are following this call so you don't miss a thing. I see those coming in. Tafa to the moon. Keep sending it. Keep sending those. Let's see how many persons are following. Amazing. Amazing. Investor, I see you. Tafa to the moon. Keep sending those. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Amazing. Let's see how many persons are following us. If you are listening to me, you're following me, you want to comment Tafa to the moon on the chat on Zoom. Amazing. I see a lot of you. I see a lot of Tafa to the moon. Beautiful, beautiful. We have a lot of persons following. Let's keep it coming. Beautiful. I like that. So I want to tell a story before we continue, and we're going to share on how you're going to build a lot of stuff today. And we're also going to share about a lot of insights on the new app that you find. So before we go into that, I want to tell about a story. For those who have been into, let's say, trading, investing since around 2017 and the rest, do you remember a time whereby there was investment companies every single place? There was hedge fund, there was this guy or this company who says we trade for you. There were so many of them around 2017, 2015. It was like a massive rush. And there were
Hello.
capital every single month, and you have to deposit your money to them, and they have to maybe do agri investments. There were a lot of them on agri investments, or they had to do real estate. They just had so much explanation on what they do. Now, there were still others, very young guys who says, we're professional traders, we trade forex for you, or we trade crypto for you, and we give you this amount of profits every single month. Who remembered any of those? There were so much of them. They are currently fading away. There's still a lot of them, but they're currently fading away. If you remember those, for some of you even did investments in most of those platforms. There were times of mining. A lot of people say there were mining companies and you had to deposit your money to them. The first ever money I lost in crypto was in 2013. That was 8 BTC in 2013. So I found this company online. Mining was so popular. It was booming. I couldn't get my hands on a mining machine. So it was like, let's join a mining company. There was Genesis there. There was this other company. So I found one online and I said, okay, let's deposit our money here. They said from the mining, it brings around this percentage of profits every single month. So I put in about 8 BTC. Then in 2013, I still remember it clearly how the website looks and everything. And I got my first payment. They were paying every single day. I got my first payment first day. I got second payment. I got third payment. At the end of the week, the website was unavailable. Was no longer on the internet, could not be reached, could not be found. Was the first ever money I lost in crypto. So mining firm that I could not verify. Any of you ever had that experience? You just want to say hi in the comment section. You ever had those experiences? There were agri farm. There were so many of them then, and we all committed our money to them for them to give us return. And finally, they were nowhere to be found. Whoever had such experience, I want to see in the comment section. Let me know I'm not alone on that. You had this. I see Umar said yes. Vamsi said yes. I see, yeah, Momisuri, yes. I see a lot of you. So I'm not alone. Now, the problem with all of those structure was, number one, there were no transparency whereby you could see what is this company really doing. So when the company comes and tell you that, hey, we made 20% profits this month, that's how we're paying you this 20%, you can't really verify it because there's no transparency. So what a lot of those companies did was to take money from new people coming in and pay the other persons, take money from here, pay the other ones next month, bring in new people, pay the other ones next month, until they came to the point whereby they could no longer pay and they had to just run out of the market. I know a couple person, big traders who did the same thing. And then right now they can't show their face anywhere in the world. They are still running from people because of that singular thing. So we also had another group of persons who were like, we're good traders, we trade for you. They develop hedge fund companies and tell you, we're going to make excess amount of profit on Forex. So you had to give them your money. Now, some of them, they paid you for 20 days. They paid you for 6 months, for 1 year. And finally, they blew all the accounts. I know a particular guy who blew $1 billion. $1 billion. This guy blew it. But he blew it in the first 3 months of running his hedge fund, but couldn't say anything and just continued paying people from other people's money until 1.5 years later, when he could no longer pay and he disappeared. And finally, he came to say about that on the internet, how he blew those accounts, but he didn't know how to explain it and all of that. So those were the structure system. Those were the traditional investment system that were valuable. There were no transparency. You couldn't really tell if the company made money for you. They just show you on the dashboard that, hey, we made money for you. Now, the internet and application is getting to that point whereby it's becoming so cheap that there are even white label system that anyone can just buy for even $100 and say we're a mining company and you pay us money. So someone buys $100 software, puts it on his website, and people start putting thousands of dollars, and they keep paying people from other people's money till they can no longer pay anymore. So there's no transparency, there's no control, like the mining company that stole my money. There's no control. So if I needed to withdraw my money, I either need to send a withdrawal request ahead, and then they tell you withdrawal happens on Thursday, or on Friday, or on Monday, and it happens between this time. There's the minimum withdrawal, maximum withdrawals, and all of those systems. So you couldn't just take your money out at all. So if you needed to get your money, you need to approach the company, give them a timeline to give you your money, because you don't have control. You don't have transparency over it. You don't have autonomy over your money. Now, all of those traditional systems is what Tafabot disrupts the system whereby if you need to deal with this company, you don't necessarily need to trust the person because you have full control over your money. Number one, you also have transparency. You're able to see the books. So the company cannot lie to you to say, hey, we made $10,000 if you cannot find $10,000 in your account. So if the company says, I made $10,000, you can directly go to your application or your bank account in crypto, like the Binance and the rest, and say, is there $10,000 there? So everything is verifiable, everything is transparent, you have control. If right now you say, I don't want to use Tafabot right now, I want to cash out my money, I have an emergency I need to sort out, you don't need to send a mail to say, how do I get my money or when do I get my money? You just need to disconnect your API and withdraw your money from your exchange because it's right there with you. Now, those three major factors is what Tafabot fully solves. Fully solves. Now, there's a second part of it that is even much more exciting for me that Tafabot also solve, which is the part of how to raise investment capital. So a lot of you've had an idea before where you say, I have this idea, it makes a lot of sense, but it requires this capital to start this idea. And then you approached a couple persons for that capital. I need to start a business, or I need to do this, or I'm even a good trader, for example, and I can make you excess amount of money, but I need capital. But you couldn't get that capital because for someone to give you capital, number one, they need to trust you. They need to believe in what you say you're doing. They need to believe that you're able to handle that amount of money. So a lot of you, when you tried getting those investments, you couldn't get it even from the banks, from your friends, from your relations. You couldn't get those because people really need to trust you first to be able to give you their money. Now, what Tafabot also solves is that if I need to raise money or I need capital to be able to fund my investment system, I don't necessarily need to make people trust me in quotes, because before they can give me their money, I just need to show them how autonomous, how transparent the system is. So let's take, for instance, that I walk up to a guy and say, hey, I have this robot, it's Tafabot, and it doesn't take your money. Your money is going to stay with you. You can see your money every day, every single time. You're able to withdraw your money every single time. The company have zero assets to the point whereby if the company charges you gas, it cannot take the gas automatically. You either have to give the gas to the company, else the company can't even take your gas. So it is that much control that you have. So I say, this makes you money. It makes you 20 to 30% a month, and you don't need to give me your money. You don't need to give the company your money also. You just need to connect this to your account. Now, the person is going to be like, wow, there's already an ease in his heart that, okay, so it takes away the issue of, do I trust you or not? It takes away that completely. And the only question now becomes, can the two produce for me this amount of profits that you say is going to produce for me? So if you meet someone like that, or I walk up to someone, it is far more easier for the person to say, okay, I want to plug my accounts to this. I have $1 million in my Binance or my account, wherever I have it, and this too is going to start making me money. Now, what you've just done, if you're that person who approached that guy, you've just raised $1 million capital without having someone give you $1 million. So that is something very unique. You automatically have $1 million, even without the person who is trading knowing that you have $1 million. No. So how simple is that? If you needed $1 million to trade and nobody is willing to give you that amount of money, and you believe it's going to make you 20-30% of profit every month, is as simple as this person gets Tafabot, he plugs that same $1 million while registered under you, which he wouldn't even know, or he knows if you're very transparent with him, and he makes 30% in a month, which will result to around $300,000, and Tafabot charges 20% of that in fee, which will result to about $60,000, and shares 50% of that, over 60%, sorry, which is over $30,000. Now, automatically, you just receive profits as if you own $1 million capital, even when this money doesn't belong to you. So it solves that part for anyone who is saying, I need to raise money, I need to raise capital to be able to make more profit from trading. But right now, they don't even need to trust me. They just need to hold their money and totally plug into the system. So that is so amazing. Now, the third part is for a lot of persons who also did hedge funds around those times, there were people who felt they could trade. For example, maybe there was a bull market and this guy made money in the bull market, and then he feels he's a financial guru that he can now trade so well because he had one trade that he was lucky in, or he bought a lot of markets and the price just kept going up because it was a bull market and he felt he was a super trader, and then finally goes and take $1 billion and then blows it in 2 months after the bull market is done. So Tafabot also solves that for that kind of person, that you don't need to manually trade it. You can still have those $1 billion and you can plug the two to be able to manage that. So that's amazing. We've come so far on the Tafabot system. If you're joining us for the first time, it's been a great experience. We've seen the high-low improvements from where we were to where we are currently, where we can say that Tafabot has been running for the past going 6 months right now. There've been so much profit. I see a lot of praise reports every day. Yesterday, I received one from a Russian user. I posted that on my Instagram. If you're following me on Instagram, I posted that there. So he said, I started with $90 2 months ago. Now I am at $245. I'm like, wow, that is amazing. I saw another one from an Indian user. Amazing lady. She is trading with $5,000. She's trading with $5,000, and in 8 days of starting the neural net bot, she said she has done 8%, and there was 0 floats on that. So those are amazing praise report. I also have one from a user who trades with $150,000 and says she makes about $1,000 to $2,000 every single day. That is absolutely amazing. So the amazing praise reports that are coming in with 0 float in the recent time, in the past 2 to 3 days, we've seen some markets dump as low as 50%. I'm in a particular trade. I can't remember the market that the bot entered around $1.5, and that market just kept going down. There are markets like that just kept going down, and that market currently is about $1.09. Like, it has done more than about 40 to 50% dump from entry. Now, with all of those 40 to 50% dump and me running over 5 trades, I still have less than 5% of floats, which all is coming from those 5 markets. So despite all of that, I have less than 5% float on my account. If you're joining us for the first time, what is float? It means that you got into the market and the market didn't go as planned by the bot, and it went lower or upward against your entry, and you have to wait. Now, if you've noticed any of those trades on your account, it is so unique how the bot is doing the DCA. It is so super unique on how the bot does the DCA that a market could go down as much as 50% and your capital is still not in that market. Less than 10% of your capital is in that market. And the bot now checks for the best entry after all the dump to recover all of that trade. So if you've seen an account like that, I have one trade like that, it is so mind-blowing. Now, before neural net and our Autobots, there was Matinga, if you're following. And if you're using Matinga and so many other Matinga systems all around the world from different bot system, when you're using Matinga, there's a limit to how far you can cover in your re-entries, if that's what you call it. There's a limit. So let's take, for instance, you have $100, for example, and you do your first entry at $20, you have $80 left. Now, in the rule of Matinga, you're trying to double the amount to cover up the loss, right? So the price goes maybe 5%. For some person, they even do 2-3%, and you have to double the price. Right now, you spent $40, so you have $60 totally in the market, you have $40 left. The market goes maybe 5% again, total 10%, and you're all spent. If that market goes 50 or 100% against you, your account is totally gone on that kind of system. But in the Tafabot system, we're seeing a market do 50% movement and you have less than 5% float, and it's not jumping in DCA hopelessly on the market without proper analysis. So those are beautiful, beautiful stuff that we have. So back to my story on how you're raising funds, on how you're also making profits from your trade. We talked about it some time ago, about 2 to 3 weeks ago, on how the Tafabot system not only makes you money on your trade, but also helps you to make much more money from other people's trade without having them to give you money. So today I want to show more on the OPM and most of the improvements that we've done on it. Now, I know a lot of you are excited. I saw in our Telegram chats from support, a lot of excitement on what we're doing right now on the app with the Binance Connect. And if you're on this call, I'm going to be giving you a much more exciting news for the first time that you're going to be hearing right on this call. Before I proceed, I want to see how many persons following me before I do say this amazing news. We've never announced it. This is still in progress and it's going to be out in a couple of weeks, but you're hearing it for the first time on this call. If you want me to say that, let me know in the comment section if you want me to say that, and I'll say it before we proceed. I see amazing leader Chawa saying, say it. Amazing leader. Wow, I have over 20 comments on this device over here. I see a lot of you sending me message here. You want to address it to the host of the meeting. Amazing. I see Yamsi saying, say it. Richie, let's go. Investor, please say it. Amazing. There's a lot of say it, a lot of say it. Blow it out, CEO. Okay. So I see a lot of interest and I'm going to be saying it. Now, you've noticed in the past couple weeks after we launched the Binance Connect, we've been able to give access to users from the UK and several parts of the world, users from India also. If you're following the news, Binance was restricted in India. OKS was just banned in India, and they told everyone to withdraw their funds. In a month's time, they'll be shutting down totally. So releasing Binance Connect was a big breakthrough. We've been able to see users from several parts of the world that couldn't trade before or that traded with us before the ban of those exchanges. They are back to trading again, and that is totally amazing. Now, but with Binance Connect, as amazing as it is, there's a KYC system, there's time for KYC. Whereby if you're onboarding your prospects, for a lot of you, I see Chawa is so excited already. When you're onboarding your prospects, they have to go through the KYC system and all of that. And it takes less than an hour, but that is also some levels to go through it. Now, what we've done is to make it super amazing. Firstly, we've improved the Connect system so much. If you've logged into your Binance Connect, for example, you're going to see that everything you have on Binance, from position history to managing your trade to your full account to P&L history, all of those are being brought into the Binance Connect. So you have full analysis about your trade and full control. Now, we're moving beyond that, guys. We're moving beyond that, and we just signed a new partnership with Huobi. Amazing. If you're excited, let me see all the fire comment. We just signed a new partnership with Huobi. For the first time, we brought Binance Connect in the whole industry. For the first time, guys, we're bringing Huobi Connect, and there is no KYC, which means you can onboard anyone from anywhere to plug in and start benefiting from the Tafabot system. Are you excited? I see investor. Great. I see all the fire comments. We're so excited also at Tafabot about that particular news, the ease of onboarding that it brings, and also the multiple option that you can choose between Binance Connect, if you love Binance so much, or Huobi Connect, to be able to use, and you have super access. Now, this is a beautiful thing about all of these, that even if you have an account anywhere else, you're still able to use the Connect system. I see a lot of excitement. Isa said, I see you, Chawa. I see a lot of you, investor, that all my users from the UK will be able to jump in. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. So this changes the whole game, and this is happening in the industry for the first time on Tafabot. I'm super excited also. Super excited. So there's so many exciting news coming up. We're going to keep unveiling them as it goes on. We're going to keep unveiling them. So as we proceed beyond that, and you're beginning to share your Tafabot link, you're beginning to show people how easy it is to use the system, the autonomy, the transparency, and every single thing, the full control. You want to start building your OPM. Now, to make that better, we have updated the Tafabot app to give you a better OPM management. I'm going to show that right away. I'm going to share my screen over here right away to see how that works. I'm so super excited. If you can see my screen, what you're seeing is the OPM system, and you just need to log into your Tafabot app, and you want to go into affiliate earning when you click on the plus sign. So right now, it shows you even more details of your total direct team and your total active team, indirect and globally. And then it shows you your total OPM of your direct team. So if you have $1 million traded under you, $10,000, $1,000 collectively, it now shows you how much capital is on your direct team. Now, as we keep improving, we're going to extend this even much more to your indirect team of 15 levels and the rest. This right now is still based on your direct team. So you see my total OPM right now is about $1.9 million. And it shows me an estimate of how much I should make directly from this person on each of their trade at the end of the month, resulting to about $19,000+. So we've made it super exciting that you can always track your OPM and you know where you are. For those joining us for the first time again, OPM simply means money that is not yours from other persons who has the money with them, but they are connected to Tafabot through you. So all of those money accounts to you as part of your own trading capital. So it doesn't matter if you're trading with $100 and there's some guy trading with $10,000 or $100,000. Every of his trade, 20% of it accounts back to you as part of your trading capital that you make from them. Are you excited about this? I see a lot of excitement. I am super excited. I am so excited about this. All right, I see all of the comments, Richie. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So I want to talk more on the OPM system for those who still don't get it. How does it work? So I said that the OPM is the fastest way to raise capital, the fastest way to raise direct capital. So you don't need for the person to trust you, like I said, whereby the person has to believe, can I give this guy my money? You're like, no, don't give me your money. Keep your money with you. Let it remain with you. Just plug to this system. That is all you need to do. So it is the fastest way to raise capital, and it happens when you refer someone directly on Tafabot who uses the bot and makes a profit. That profit is accounted also to you. I'm going to explain more about that. So let's take, for instance, that you have 10 persons who you invited to Tafabot, and each is trading with $10,000. Automatically, your direct OPM becomes $100,000. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, I've always said that it's so easy to build a network. What do I mean by that? Naturally, you attract who you are and people also a little bit above you. So how do you start? If you're someone who is able to get $1,000, I bet you on your contact, there are 20% who is able to get $1,000 also. If you're someone who has $1 million, I bet you there are 20% in your contact who also has $1 million, because naturally, starting from there, you just attract those kind of persons. So how does the OPM system works? How does it work? Give me a minute. I'm going to drink from my favorite Tafabot bottle. Last time I talked about who wants to receive one, and a leader walked into the office and got one. That's beautiful. We still have so much more for amazing leaders who walk into the office at Business Bay, Dubai, and we could give you some of these Tafabot materials. So how does OPM works and how do you benefit from it? Now, we've talked about how Tafabot gives you 100% control, 100% autonomy, and 100% management. I see Chawa, you said, please DHL for me. Amazing, we're gonna do that. Amazing. So Tafabot makes you on Euronet around 0.5 to 1% of profit every single day. Now, there are going to be days whereby your bot gets into some trades and maybe those markets are not moving, like the market has not really moved a lot in the past 24 hours. It just started moving a couple hours ago and your bot doesn't fully move. Now, when that happens, the next time the bot wants to take profit, it's taking a cumulative profit. So it's no longer just 0.5 or 1% that it could have made today. If you've noticed last week, or some days ago, your bot did like 5 to 10% instantly on one day. So it was an accumulated profit that was poured out at once. So on general, it's going to make you around 15 to 30% in a month. And then there's zero stop loss, and then there's zero monthly floats. There's also zero liquidation. This is 6 months of no liquidation on Tafabot and no floats. We just recently had a bit float, which I talked about during the beginning of this call, of around 5% of our capital, which totally is being managed and literally nothing. Amazing. So Tafabot charges 20% gas fee on each of the trade, and I've explained how we charge that because we cannot really take your money. When you make a profit, you need to pay Tafabot for Tafabot to continue making more profit for you, else it stops making profit for you. So when a user pays that amount, 20%, what Tafabot does is to give out 60% of that amount. So let's take, for instance, that your OPM is $100,000 from 10 persons, which is very easy to do. You just need to get 10 persons with $10,000 and or five persons with $20,000 or even much more, or one person with $100,000, right? So they are trading monthly and they make around 20% in 30 days, which will result to around $20,000. When Tafabot charges 20% of that, it's going to be equals to $4,000, and we pay out 60% of that up to your 15 level. So when we talk about OPM, we're not just talking about your direct, we're talking about 15 levels. So when we talk about the current app improvement, I said your OPM calculation is only showing you the total value of capital on your direct level. As we keep improving, we're going to extend for you to see the total capital in your whole 15 levels. So it pays you your whole 15 level, regardless if you're seeing it or not. So if you have $1,000, if you have $100,000 under you, automatically you're making $1,000 as your OPM monthly. Now, this is the money that will happen whether you do anything or not. All that is required is that this person keeps trading on this awesome, amazing system. So I see a lot of you. Amazing. I see a comment from Sabari. One of my customer invested $50 last month and received in 30 days. Amazing, nearly 600%. Wow. Okay, that's beautiful. Now, there are days and there are months with over extreme percent on Tafabot, like the user of $90 in 2 months to $240. That is over 150%. So there are days like that, but what we always communicate, we try to communicate the bare minimum if the market doesn't move, which keeps you around 15 to 30% in a month. Now, if the market goes super bullish, like we're seeing, some days you could do 10% in a day or even more. So let's look at the OPM calculation. So we have, if your OPM is around $50,000, you automatically have $5,000 monthly income. So if your OPM is around $100,000, you naturally have $1,000 monthly income naturally Down, if your OPM is around $500,000, you naturally have $5,000 of natural income to you. Now, you want to take note that this is still direct. We're not fully calculating the 15 levels in this presentation. So you want to imagine that your direct is $1 million or $100,000. Your indirects are always more than your direct. So in your indirect, there could be 2,000 persons, there could be 5,000 persons with a collective capital of about $1 million, of $10 million or so. Naturally, that just keeps you at over $100,000 in profits every single month. That is beautiful. If you're excited about OPM, you want to let me know also in the comment section. If you have a question about OPM, you want to let me know in the comment section. If you have a comment, you want to let me know in the comment section also. So that is a beautiful thing on how this works. And we always say that your network is the average of the network of the 5% close to you. That is Jim Rowe. So who are the 5% close to you? For someone who has not built OPM at all, how do you start? It's so simple. Look at your contact. I always like to use this as an example. If I tell you that there's a business that makes you $1 million today, that makes you $10,000 in the next 24 hours, and you need to do this with 5%, that is the only way to work. Who is the first 5% that comes to your mind in your context that I'm going to call Mark, I'm going to call Zach, I'm going to call this person? Who are the 5% that comes to your mind? Those 5 persons are the beginning of your OPM. So it's that simple to build your OPM. So you want to make sure you're building after this call for your ambition and transform your network and your network with OPM system. I'm so super excited. You can log into your Tafabot app directly and you see also more about the OPM system. Amazing. I see a lot of questions. User said, are you talking about only direct referral or total amount of capital in your team? The analysis I just showed you and the structure is based on your direct referral. Like I said, the amount of people under your team could be much more. What we just showed you on the possibility of earning is only calculated on directs. So now you want to imagine what goes down in 15 levels. Now, we cannot fully calculate 15 level in the presentation because your first level could have 10,000 persons, your second level could have 200 persons, your third level could have 100,000 persons, and so much more. So the structure you've seen here is the bare minimum you're going to make. So that's the bare minimum. And if you have indirect followers, up to 15 level, it multiplies that. So you want to imagine how mind-blowing that is. Amazing. Isa say, how can I join OPM to start? Very simple. Get to your Tafabot app, click on affiliate on the plus sign. You're going to see your referral link. Just give them to sign up. That's all you need to do and get them to connect under your account to start trading. By under your account, I mean that they're registered with your referral link. And automatically your OPM starts counting. That's beautiful. I see a lot of questions. I'm just going to take one more or comments from that and we'll wrap it up. If you have questions about what I just talked about, you want to send that in. I love my bot a lot, if you've noticed. That is beautiful. We still have a lot of persons trying to join in while the meeting is on section. Beautiful. So I'm going to just dig in. I see a lot of questions. I'm going to dig in and see which is the most that covers a lot of users that I can answer. I see a lot of excitement. There's so much fire comments. Amazing. A user said no KYC on Huobi. Yes, that is part of our system. And how that works is that we do the KYC for you so you don't have to go through the hustles of doing that. So your account will automatically be KYC verified as we verify your KYC under our own KYC system. Beautiful. I still see a lot of, oh my God, there's so much comments around here. Amazing, amazing. I see a lot of excitement on Huobi also. Isa said, can the US UK team join us now? Yes, all your US and UK team, they're able to use spots. that was not available before. They're able to use different system on Tafabot. Amazing, amazing. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. I want to give one or two leader a minute to throw in comments on this section. There's still so much. I'm trying to sort through comments on both sides of the system. So I'm going to look for two major leaders we have here. Do we have John Chawa over here? If you're also a leader from India, I love the Indian leaders also. I love all our leaders. I love what India is also doing. If you're an Indian leader, you want to wave your hands around here. John Chawa, if you're here, you want to wave your hands. Ada God, if you're here, you want to wave your hands. Amazing, amazing. I see Chawa, I see future trading. So Chawa, I'm going to unmute you and want to take a few comments from leaders that are doing amazing, amazing work. Amazing. Hi, Chawa. How are you doing?
Great, great, great. I'm super excited this evening, all the way from Nigeria, Abuja. I want to say a big thank you to CEO. Thank you for what you're doing. The Huobi is just super exciting for me personally.
Wow.
I have a lot of friends in the UK, US, Canada who are just stuck and they've been fighting. Yesterday I had a Zoom session. On Friday I had a Zoom session. Thursday I had a Zoom session, and all of this was just a major issue. How do they come in? So this is super exciting for me, and I want to say let's keep it up. Let this be consistent. Let's just keep improving and let's take over the world. Thank you, CEO.
Amazing. Amazing. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Great, great, great comment from Chawa. So we have Sabari, we have Future Trader. Future Trader, tell me where you're joining us from. Okay, so let's get Sabari. Sabari, I just unmuted you. Let's hear from amazing. There's so much leaders. I'm trying to. Sabari, how are you?
Yes, happy evening. Yeah, fine, great. How about you?
Great evening. Amazing. I'm doing great.
Yeah, good. So now the Tafabot is going breaking very good news, and we are giving the Huobi. Yeah, we are awaiting for this Huobi.
Wow. So there's a lot of excitement. Sabari, you're joining us from where? Are you joining from India?
Yeah. From India.
Beautiful.
Tamil Nadu.
Beautiful. Amazing. So Huobi is going to be a big, massive addition to the Indian users. I'm excited about that.
Yeah. And today, KuCoin also given the confirmation that they can open if you know. Yeah. Today the great news comes from the KuCoin.
Beautiful, beautiful. I'm excited as you. I look forward to seeing all of our amazing Indian leaders like yourself in India. We're still planning that. We're going to have an awesome system.
You are welcome. Yeah, you're welcome to India.
Amazing. And I'm going to eat a lot of Indian dishes. I love the spices. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you. Welcome.
All right. So let's hear from...
And my upline is the future trading, Sundaram.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. That's lovely.
We are only working in India, Chennai.
Okay.
And our leaders, great Kaushal is there. Diamond Kaushal is there.
Beautiful. I look forward to seeing all of you. Let's keep doing amazing work. Yeah. Thank you. All right. So I'm gonna take for one or two more leaders before we call it off. Invest.
Hi, good evening all. And this is Kumar from India, Chennai. So, yesterday, unmute. Hello.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Kumar, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes. Hi, good evening all. See, yesterday I was sitting with one of my team leader, and he's a very good, investor. So we were doing KYC in Binance Connect. So we did they copied the ID card of Aadhaar card, and when this next stage of the face reaction, the face capturing was there. So he removed his specs and was turning his head right to left and eyes like this, So so he was said, sir, what is this? He's new to crypto and these things. Sir, what is all these things, sir? Why I should do all these things? Sir, this is to capture yourself, and the AA is capturing you. This is you because you're going to transact more with the app, So they are keeping all these KYCs. So now we heard the good news from the OB Global. These things that it is very easy for us to take more people in. Rather than doing this, because there was a very less light. It was not able to capture, and he was fed up with the 4 or 5 times. Those obstacles are erased by this tie-up. So we wish. Thank you so much, Mr. Sam, for doing this, connection. Thank you so much.
Beautiful. Thank you. I look forward to seeing you too in India. So we'll take one last person and we call it a day. Future Trading, are you there?
Yes. Happy evening, Dr. Samuel.
Happy evening. Nice. How are you?
Yeah, fine. I'm fine.
Beautiful.
It is Abey's meeting today. I'm happy to see you every Sunday. And today I'm more excited about your new announcements. And in India, we require a lot of your support.
Beautiful.
I think you are now more concentrating India. It's good. And we are lucky to be in a part of that. And we need your consistent support for India. So it's a very big market.
Beautiful.
So it's a lot of love from India. Dr. Samuel, thank you again.
Thank you. I look forward to India also. I'm excited for that in the next coming weeks. I look forward to that. That's beautiful. Let's go. Thank you so much, everyone. It's been an exciting time. For those joining us for the first time on how to get started with Tafabot, make sure you don't miss it. We just sent it in the chat section. You're going to see the Telegram link to join the community. You're going to see a video on how to get started with the Connect system, on how to trade on Tafabot. It takes less than 5 minutes to start, that you can kickstart from creating a Binance Connect or a Huobi Connect that we're going to be launching, and you start trading in less than 5 minutes. So amazing. Let's go. We're changing life in Tafabot, and this is the biggest community of passive income earners. Everyone, do have an amazing week, and see you again during the week. Have an amazing profit system every single day. Catch you. Bye-bye.